Hello everybody. Today I'm going to try to play one of my levels again. I'm going to play Split Lift Expert. So I made this level a little while ago, and this is one of the one hydraulic levels. So the objective or the idea behind this is that first the vans go straight across, and then both bridges lift a different distance. And the general idea on this is trying to essentially get is basically to build a lever arm out of using your hydraulics in order to move the top half a different distance than you move the bottom half. And there's a other way you can solve it where you basically move both the roads together, and then you have the end of the lower road kind of drop off. But I think I always like the moving both roads separately. It's just because, well, because that's how I intended it, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to build myself some of these, and I think I have to reinforce this a little more than wood. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've played this one, so let's see if this doesn't break. If it doesn't break now, maybe it messes up when I start building the lift. So I've got one extra road to basically put here. And then I'm going to focus, I think I'm going to attach a steel rod out here. Yeah, do something like this to start with. And then I'm going to split joint. I'm going to put a cable on this bridge to see how far that lifts it. I think that doesn't go very far. It goes a decent distance, so if I'm gonna try to maybe just move need to move both bridges at the same time, or let's see. The bottom bridge and the top bridge should move. Let me think, is that going to be true? If I feel like they would move approximately the same distance. But this pivot over here is in a different relational location to this lift piece than the one below, so I guess it could have some difference depending on how I do that. So that looks like that lines up pretty good. So if the same thing works on the bottom one, then that will be good. I'm gonna take this road out and just block. Oh, I can't do that. Oh jeez. I don't want to block the police car off for testing. We'll just have to see. Hopefully we'll pause it before the cars go to see if the bottom one goes up to the right spot. I guess it gets blocked off anyway. So that's really close. I like this. So as you see, this little lift right here gets the lower bridge to the lower platform. Now in order to move the top bridge, I have to use this same hydraulic here, but I've already got it in place, of course. So basically the idea of the lever arm is that you have another piece coming out from your got another piece coming out from this original rod that you've got, like this and this. if I can select them both. And then the extra piece that you've attached onto it is going to move, this point is going to move a further distance than this point down here. So this allows you to basically increase the pull distance from a single hydraulic, and also allows you, in this case, to get two different pulling distances. Let's see if this, how well this works. Alright, so well, that didn't change very much. And the issue here now is that when this is lifted here, a big part of this lift is wasted, because once I get to the top of the arc here, this top section here is doing a lot of horizontal movement, or near horizontal movement, which means that that is not translated very much onto the actual lifting the bridge's height. You want most of your distance, when it starts here, you want most of that distance to be vertical distance. So I can try to do something like this. So I should get, I could also try, I think the other thing you can do without the lever arm is essentially try attaching at, make your bridge the lever and attach at different points there. And see if I can avoid doing that. So I'm going to attach this at the same spot, and then this brace will be better below. There we go. Well, it's not doing much for me either. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the opposite approach here. I'm going to first do the top bridge, get that one to be the right height, and then I'm going to build the lower one with a shorter arm. So okay, see how well this does. That's pretty decent, I guess. If I fix this road, I might be able to make it work. I feel like that's still not quite the right position here. Okay. Let's see. So one thing I'm going to put the attachment down here, see how that affects it. Oh yeah, that was much better. So I think basically when the difference between when it's attached to this, well, I guess it's attached further back on the bridge. And I think also this, the change in angle that from the starting point to its ending is not as radical, I guess. So, so I should be able to even, might try to put this back to here, see if that, where that lifts to. Okay. I'm also going to try moving this up. Okay. Now here I couldn't pull much further than this. Because when I get to this point, the once this cable's lined up like this, any further back, it's going to not increase the height of this at all. So, alright, well I'm gonna move this. I just had it in, so I don't know. It's a lot of trial and error with this type of stuff. Sometimes you just have to kind of move the relevant parts and see how it affects what you're building. There we go. And that doesn't... Alright, so I think one of these ones broke because there was a single wood piece hanging from there after it was done. Alright. Okay. Great. So, now I have to move this other piece a lesser distance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can attach it to the same spot, because I'm a little bit stubborn on this. Then do that. So this won't move as far as the other one. And then I can adjust how far it moves by how far along this original rod it is. And that is very good, very close. So essentially, if you thought of this as being attached along this original rod here, right at this point, then this point, once it pivots, is going to move much less further, or much less than this one. Sometimes my words work. I can't just have it directly here because it would break. You know, I can't just have a point in the middle. So I built this little triangle piece here, and having the triangles along the rod that you're pulling can be very useful for many different types of things. So I'm gonna try it. I want to line it up better, so I'm moving it around. So. Alright, so that went not quite far enough. I need this to be a wood. There we go. And then the other, I think it started to break. I heard it. I wanted to attach these to the same point to kind of illustrate that this was all this lever arm here that was creating the difference. Okay, what breaks? I think it was one of these rods. One of them on my little pulling arm. Might be the main one. This looks like it's stressing now. I felt like it was the lower one though. Yeah, it certainly has a lot of stress right here. And yep, it breaks. Okay, that's not too hard. I might just make my existing rods into a diamond piece. Let's see if I can do that. It's kind of a little too wide, but so I'll definitely need a diamond in the middle. Kind of doing this more for fun then. Alright, let's see how that works. There we go. That works really nice. Alright, well, I hope, let's see. Just trying to decide if I want to do something else. I've only played this for 15 minutes. But I don't think I can get into much else in that space. So essentially, when the main idea with you're building your levers is you have once you're building your hydraulic out. If you want the pull of this hydraulic to be more efficient, then you can build additional material onto here. So if you're pulling from the middle, then this end here moves much further. And like what I did in this case, moving on the inside will actually move less, which isn't as useful as often, but it works pretty well in this case here. Alright, I'm going to play this one more time. I really like this level. Alright, well, see you guys next time.